The clock is ticking. Right now, in this very moment, a dream is burning inside you. A vision of who you could be, what you could create, where you could go. But something holds you back. A whisper of doubt, a shadow of fear, a voice that says, not yet. You're not ready. That's the moment where most people stop. That's where they fail, not because they tried and lost, but because they never began. Picture a woman in a small village, weaving baskets under a flickering lamp, dreaming of a school for her children. Everyone told her it was impossible. No money, no connections, no chance. Yet she started. She saved every coin, taught herself to read, and built that school. That woman was my grandmother. Ordinary, yet extraordinary, because she dared to begin. Right now, you're at the edge of your own story. Will you step forward, or will you let fear write the ending? Failure isn't falling short. It's staying still. The world doesn't care about your potential if you never unleash it. Serena Williams wasn't born with a racket in her hand, destined for greatness. She was a kid from Compton, practicing on cracked courts, facing a world that doubted her. But she started. She swung. She fought. Every serve, every match was a choice to act despite the odds. Most people fail because they're paralyzed by what-ifs, by critics, by the weight of their own excuses. They wait for the stars to align, for someone to hand them a map. But the stars don't align for anyone. You align them. Your mindset is your weapon. If you believe you're stuck, you are. If you believe you can rise, you will. Fear is real, but it's not your master. Courage is moving forward even when your knees shake. So what's holding you back? A past mistake? A skeptic's voice? None of that owns you unless you let it. Action needs a spark, a vision so sharp it cuts through the fog. Malala Yousafzai was just a girl in a war-torn valley, writing a blog no one read. She saw a world where girls could learn, could dream, could lead. They shot her for it, but she didn't stop. Her vision was her shield, her pen her sword. Clarity isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Most people wander through life, chasing shadows of success or happiness, never defining what those words mean. They're ships without a rudder, drifting wherever the current takes them. Stop right now. Ask yourself, what do I want? Not what your boss wants, not what society demands, but what makes your heart race. See it in vivid color. Feel its weight. That's your North Star. Every step toward it is a rebellion against mediocrity. Malala didn't just dream, she acted. So must you. Purpose is the fire that keeps you moving. Consider Juan, a janitor I met in a Chicago high-rise. He worked nights, mopping floors, invisible to the suits rushing by. But Juan had a purpose, to give his daughter a life he never had. He studied English between shifts, saved every dime, and sent her to college. She's a doctor now. Purpose doesn't need to be grand. It just needs to be yours. It's the reason you push through exhaustion, through rejection, through pain. Without it, you're just existing. With it, you're unstoppable. What's the one thing you'd fight for, no matter the cost? Find it. Hold it. Let it anchor you when the storms come. Discipline is the muscle of dreams. Maya Angelou didn't become a literary giant by waiting for inspiration. She wrote through grief, through poverty, through a world that tried to silence her. Discipline isn't a montage of triumphant moments. It's the grind when no one's watching. It's choosing to write one page when you'd rather sleep. It's saying no to the easy path when it calls your name. Most people fail because they chase fleeting motivation. Motivation is a breeze. Discipline is the windmill. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to start. One task, one choice, one day. That's how you build a life. That's how you become undeniable. Action is the pulse of change. Elon Musk didn't wait for someone to fund his wild ideas. He sold everything, bet it all, and started SpaceX in a world that laughed at private space travel. Every rocket he launched was a middle finger to doubt. You don't need a perfect plan to move. You don't need all the answers. You just need to act. Make the call. Take the class. Write the first word. The world doesn't reward dreamers. It rewards doers. Every step you take is a declaration. I'm here. I'm fighting. I'm claiming my life. Stop overthinking. Start now. The smallest action today is worth more than the grandest intention tomorrow. When life pushes back and it will. Resilience is your armor. J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare, rejected by publisher after publisher. 12 numbers, 12 doors slammed in her face. But she kept writing. She kept starting. Resilience isn't about never breaking. It's about piecing yourself back together and charging forward. Every setback is a lesson. Every failure is a forge. The world will test you, but it can't break a spirit that refuses to quit. So when the doubts swarm, when the rejections sting, remember this. You're not defined by what happens to you. You're defined by what you do next. Gratitude is your foundation. It's easy to fixate on what's missing. More money, more time, more luck. But that's a trap. Consider Sarah, a nurse I heard about in a small town. She worked double shifts during the pandemic, barely seeing her kids. Yet every night, she wrote down 3 things she was grateful for: a patient smile, a warm meal, her family's health. Gratitude didn't erase her exhaustion. It fueled her strength. It's not about ignoring pain. It's about seeing the light in the dark. You're here, breathing, fighting. That's a gift. Thank the struggles. Thank the doubters. They're carving you into someone unbreakable. Adaptability is your blade. The world shifts faster than ever. Nokia ruled phones until it didn't. Netflix was a DVD rental service until it wasn't. Life will throw you curves, new challenges, new rules, new battles. You either adapt or you fade. Stephen Covey taught us to anchor in principles but bend with the times. Your vision might stay, but your path will twist. Embrace it. Let go of what no longer serves you. The most successful people aren't the strongest. They're the ones who evolve. So when the ground shifts, don't freeze. Move, pivot, thrive, and never stop learning. The moment you think you've arrived, you're done. Leonardo da Vinci, at the height of his genius, still sketched, still questioned, still learned. Curiosity is your engine. Read, fail, ask, grow. The world is a classroom, and every moment is a lesson. Surround yourself with people who push you, books that stretch you, experiences that break your limits. Your potential is boundless, but only if you chase it. Here's the raw truth. Most people fail because they never start. They let fear win. They let doubt decide. But you're not most people. You're standing at the threshold of your life, and the choice is yours. Will you stay frozen, chained by what-ifs, or will you run toward your future? You don't need to be fearless. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. One step, one choice, one moment. That's where it all changes. Let the world hear your voice. Let it feel your fire. Failure isn't your enemy. Inaction is. So start. Fight. Rise. Claim your story. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now.